This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heartmans. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
What's up, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Show. My name is Lily. Have you bought yourself a copy of this book? If you haven't, please do so by making your order through the WhatsApp number on your screen. This is a book about healing your inner self to commence your best life. And if you are on if you've been on a healing journey, it's to continue the healing journey, to boost the healing journey so that we can always be better people. If you want to heal from a toxic relationship, here's another book you should add to that. It's a very good book to help us understand some of the relationships that we have been in and how those relationships affected us and how we can get out of some of the trenches that those relationships put us in. If you are in the market and you're dating, here's a book that you should add to that, Dating Right. Benjamin Zulu calls it a concise guide. It's an amazing, amazing book to help us avoid all the pitfalls that lead to a difficult marriage as much as is within our abilities. If you are in your 20s, Benjamin is telling me to stop gate crashing, but I will shamelessly encourage anyone from all ages to buy this book, Dreams Before Dating. I think no matter where you are at in life, one of the things I've heard you say, Benjamin, is that the principles of marriage do not change at every age, in every decade. Yeah. I found that so mind-boggling because you think that when you're in your 40s and you're dating again, the rules will be different. I'm grown now. I've got my own money now.
Yeah, human nature does not change.
Yeah.
You may be growing old, but the human psychology and the dynamics of relationships remain the same.
Yeah.
The level of care and prudence. The only thing that has changed that time is how many responsibilities, the seasons we are in life, but the principle of prudence and the consistency you need and the kind of commitment and the energetic presence you need from the other person remains the same.
Yeah.
All right? And in fact, they only become more strict because by the time we are midlife, we don't have time. If there's anything you're going to change as you grow older is to stop wasting time.
Let me ask you a question that people in 30s, 40s, 50s are wondering. Is there anyone out there, apart from me, who is going to be celibate?
Yes, there is going to be a person who lives like you. The only person whom you deserve will be living on the same values as you. Values don't expire because you are now 60 or 70. Remember, did we mention how many layers of things require you to be celibate? One is just psychological prudence, just not to create chemical bonding. Then you mistake it for soulmate.
Yeah.
Many people, well-meaning people, we said integral people can't have sex and forget.
Yeah.
Only disintegrated people
Yes.
can detach body from their soul and just have a physical exercise.
Yeah.
People who are conscious and present, and you can see they have a soul. They feel everything.
That's true. 100%.
So they can't just leave pieces of themselves, memory, all the ghost and
Yeah.
so when they remember how many people have seen their nakedness, they cringe.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why celibacy is mandatory, whatever phase of life, because your soul never grows old.
Okay. All right. Before we go in very deep, I just wanted to let you know that feel free to get yourself, if you have this one and you don't have the 3, please get all of them, or just get yourself the 4-pack. It's an amazing, amazing group of books to fill up your mind with, and it's for both men and women. It's not just for one gender. So please get yourself a copy by making your order through the WhatsApp number on your screen. I just had to give that bonus to the people who are dating, but today we are talking about marriage.
Yep.
How does respect to your husband or your wife, to your husband look like? Yeah, this is for women.
There have been a lot of argument about what does he expect. And because Lily keeps encouraging everybody to buy this book, I still remind my pre-25s that, particularly 24 and below, we don't have many literature written for you. Actually, the way I encourage them, because we don't have books structured for them. Their attention span is small. It's not everything positive, but
Don't start on them. So early. It's just morning.
So, part 3 about personal development, we're saying campus boys are just boys and they can make you pregnant without sex. So, the language we're using here, it's so structured for these kids.
Okay.
You may be the first in your family to raise your standards on sex. That's another subtopic. Say no to the wrong relationships, even if you want it. So they struggle with their heart. But I want him. I love her so much. I love her. Blah, blah,
You think
blah,
we
blah,
don't
blah,
go through that? We're mamas. Where you?
So,
through that.
it's okay. Now, buy for the young person, then read before you get it to them. That one I'll allow, okay? So that you can know how to converse with them.
Sure thing.
So
We'll
get
do
for the
that.
form 4, for that form 3, for that campus. You should not be paying hundreds of thousands in school fees, and you don't invest anything in building the person.
Yes.
I don't know who taught us that. We buy literature for teaching them comprehension and Chinua Achebe and history of and fishing in the world in Japan and manufacturing and nothing to manufacture their psychology.
But the boys caught up in a bad
You
relationship.
don't get them anything.
We will.
All of us know somebody we wish they navigate without chaos.
Yes.
This is one way to wish them. Their next birthday, get them this.
Okay. We'll do.
I need to push people like Lily outside this book to leave the age I want.
We buy, read, and then pass.
Yeah, that is
That
agree.
works? Yeah, okay. Then that way we even get to ask them, did you read chapter 5?
Exactly. Especially when you want to introduce what to warn them against.
Yeah.
And you did not know where to start.
Yeah. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
that's one way. All right. So we're talking about what respect means, because a lot of people have been saying, does he expect me to slave for him?
Hey, yeah, that's a very slippery topic. I don't know how you deal with it. We are like this.
Now they are crossed.
Yeah.
There. And why is this important? Because women are being taught to submit, and submission is being meant to sound like being subdued.
Yes.
To mute yourself
Yes.
and become a robot. Fall, you fall. Jump how high?
Yeah.
Unquestioned compliance.
Yeah.
What respect or submission to your man is not.
Yay, let's start there.
Not mutating your personality to become a scion or a shadow for him. It's not forgetting your dreams. Many women don't even dare dream. They just look for husband and support his dreams.
And we twirl our dreams around him.
There's this quote that exactly you shape around his life.
Yeah.
There's this quote that you should not get constructive criticism from people who have never constructed anything. Neither should you expect a woman to support you in building when she's not a builder in anything. When she doesn't have the knowledge or the desire or the energy to build anything in her own life. Not now what she's coming to support me in.
Yes.
There's a degree of experience required. And we said, even if it's not the experience of having put up skyscrapers, have you tried to sketch them? Have you inquired? Have you gone in? Do you have that energy, that vibe? Do you know what it is like? You know? And men know, if you marry a woman who is not eager to build, she's just coming to eat. And she'll stay at home to eat.
Yeah.
And get you children, then she has other titles as the mother of the children.
Yes.
When you just know, energetically, she's just one of the children. And you are alone. The bigger child. Even you have to come and decide cases between all the children there. And you're embarrassed. Some even call the husband daddy. Literally.
It's a pet name.
The child daddy. Why? Daddy.
It's a pet
No,
name.
it's not. The energy in that word, in that name, is child father.
Really?
Energy. Yes, names, titles have energies. The energy in that is up low. It's not equal energies. No. Okay, their context may say, hey, mommy, but mommy from your husband, daddy from your wife. No. And you know, the African one could not use any just mama nani.
Yeah.
Mama shiko.
Yeah.
He is calling you the way the world is calling you. You are calling me the way everybody is calling me. How special are you? Don't we have anything? The feelings are carried by the words we use, by the terms we use. So it does not mean you don't have a dream, you don't have a vision, so that you become submissive. When many men look for a woman who they can marry, who they are safe to marry. So submission is not forgetting the dreams you wanted. Mm-hmm. And submission is not negating your personality, mutating your personality, and losing the drive. A lot of men, when they're looking for a woman they can marry, they're looking for a weakened person who looks like they need rescue. So men would mistake weakness for submission. So they find the one who's saying yes, 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 yes. His weak ego gets deceived into thinking, because she does not have a mind of her own, I can put anything I want and she will obey it.
Yeah.
Then you carry her home and realize you wanted rescue, not a relationship. As she's comfortably in the rescue eating. Okay, no problem eating.
Living large.
Consumer. You know.
Taking pictures for the gram.
You know, and you're there.
Yeah.
And you realize, why do I still feel alone? Why am I still alone? Why is everything? Do you know some people are not working, they're not doing anything at home, but they'll not step outside the house or outside the gate. You find the same dirt you left when you came in the evening.
Yeah.
When you come in the evening, the same problems, small things that need to be attended. She's not even engaged. She's online entertaining, sleeping, waking up, eating, going back, and you still have somebody to clean, although that person has no child, or there's nothing else they're doing.
Yeah.
Men have been frustrated, underwhelmed. We coined a word to look for how to explain that.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed downwards, I mean.
Underwhelmed. Hey.
We have to look for a way to explain that void. What is this?
Yeah.
So weighing down. Frustrating.
Yeah.
But you see, she had invested in her physique, and the guy just fell. Oh my, when I see you, I can't compose myself. Let me just make you my life forever and ever. Now you have it there forever. There.
You're stuck.
Hey, they did look deep for a woman with a drive. So you don't negate your drive to become a good woman.
Okay.
You don't negate your dreams and the vision you want. You went to school, you're prepared for life. You don't. Many think in order to be marriageable, eligible, they should tamp down what they want from life and appear like they just want to echo what the man wants.
Yeah.
They don't even appear. They don't even come forward. Many women could have invented. Are you aware that radioactivity was cracked by a woman?
Wow.
How we do X-rays, how we do a lot of investigation, medical investigation and treatment. That radioactive, that science, the first inventor was a woman. And what if, and she was married, the husband was very supportive. Yes. What if she had tamped down, saying, I don't want to appear like I'm threatening my husband by having a dream of my own, visions of by doing research of my own. What if, I don't want. That's why Africa, we are behind. Many talents are dying to maintain marriage. We could have had many inventions that moved us forward. Yeah. We could have had many things, and I hope, especially in the nomadic communities where girls are so gifted, but somebody starts by cutting their private parts, mutilate their identity. Women pin down girls, their daughters, to destroy them, to make them sex robots. The idea of FGM is to make a woman a sex robot, so she doesn't feel anything. She just, one guy said it was very painful because during the lady was asking for him to top up her mom bundles. She was on phone.
Hey. That's a lot.
My bundles are out. Do you have?
Yeah.
That's what FGM does. Africa, we have been left behind because we do not value the women becoming the person they were created to be, unveiling the fruit of their brain. They only saw the fruit of the womb. And it is so sad. It is so sorry. Nowadays, I'm so happy I'm working with people from those communities. And they have really come out. NGOs have done a lot of work to pick and rescue many.
Yeah.
from those, and you find them here, they're very really on the go, and you inject them with energy. It's so fulfilling.
Yeah.
You know, one of their own can go that, but they are ostracized, they're disowned by their fathers. They're not all fathers, of course, but a lot of them, because of the kingpins.
Yeah.
You know, their mothers are so narcissistic because you refused to be done those things, that she's being insulted.
Yeah.
But that you are women have, even some in the university have done these things. You know, there are many places where I don't know, in some places in Western, it had also been there for long. You do not mutilate your dreams or tone down in order to become submissive. So what does respect look to your man? In order then to appear like you have that stature of a virtuous woman. Proverbs 31. That woman had dreams.
Yeah.
She had international business.
Yes.
She was shipping things in and out.
Yeah.
She had workers. She could buy land, real estate. That's virtuous woman. Why are we equating virtuous woman to poverty?
Yeah.
And for that, her husband was respected in the gates. The gates context that means in society.
Yeah.
When people met wherever people meet, those times people would meet in the gates and all that. Now, whenever people meet wherever in the societies, meetings and church community and all that, that's the wife. This is the wife. I know the wife. That classically, this is the guy. Salute.
Yeah.
That should be the reaction when people learn you are my wife. Not, who is she? I've never seen her. How come?
Yeah.
We don't hear even about her. What does she do? Does she exist?
Yeah.
When you don't make an impact, you are not now submissive, a good wife. You're just weak. So don't cover weakness with a lot of words. The first thing is to prioritize him in your plans. When you are the wife, you are the supporter. Both of you are doing life like companions. Companions are romantic friends. You have friendship, you have romance, but you are one team. You think about each other, you know the plans. He wants to be a priority. The man feels disrespected when he realizes you made plans with your colleagues at work, you made plans with your girlfriends, you made plans with your women charmer, you made plans with them, and you already went and you're informing him as an afterthought. Oh, sorry, you are going here and there, and then you are here now. So news are reaching me through online. I'm just seeing photos where they are. I have no clue. A man feels respected when he's included in your program and given priority and told, there's this we're planning to do. Did you have anything in mind at such and such on Saturday? I was thinking. It feels so good when my wife is updating me. How is your Saturday? Oh, and then I know maybe she has something in mind. What are you? Oh, we are thinking, they were proposing this. I wanted to check what plans we have that time. That's just another way of saying, could you have had something else you wanted us to do?
Yeah.
And because I want her to have a life. Let me tell you the truth. Sometimes men just want to be recognized. They don't want to dominate. When you recognize him, he gives you the freedom.
Okay.
When he feels like you value him, he doesn't feel the need to dominate. A healthy man, that is.
Yes.
Again, what business do you have with sick men anyway?
Yeah.
Training you so that. They will lay back, they will hold back so that you can have a life. The women who have learned to give man his priority, you have your freedom. When he knows you include him, he has no point to argue, quarrel. Many things that make men jittery, I realize, make men angry, I realize, are neither here nor there. When you know your woman is sincerely loving, you go home, there's no food, you're hungry, you know there's always a quick meal you can make within 5 minutes and you're sorted.
Yeah.
There's always something like that. Many of these women have something in the fridge that is almost ready. Actually, it's a cooked food, just need to.
Yeah.
So why make a fuss over such a small thing? And I know she was busy with other things that concern our family, our empire.
Yeah.
She's the manager on the other side. If in case she got overwhelmed, maybe now she'll also appreciate if you give her something to bite. That part for me, I came to realize it was because people used to make it a big deal. If he comes home, no food, really. Does he have hands? Surely. Why all this? This is your home. Hey, man can't go to kitchen. Whose kitchen is it? This man was the primary. This woman came to help. I keep telling men, all this work was ours. The cleaning was ours. The cooking was ours. The raising was ours.
Yeah.
She came to help. Thank God she came. How was Adam going to carry pregnancy? Anyway, so let's continue. I'm just happy I don't have to carry pregnancy, and I'm willing to participate.
Be happy that you don't have to carry.
I don't know that it will make it to the term because the roughness I see with the men. Even our greeting is violent. When men are, if these guys are pregnant by this point, God thought well. I'm just grateful for that part. I'm just grateful. Don't be carrying something heavy for so long, and I can't put it down. No, I even have to sleep a certain way, eat a certain way, go upstairs. Okay. No. Men would come a way of tying it with something. We'll concoct a way to still ride bikes and run around. So you've seen when men have to carry children to church, how they carry them. They put them here.
Yeah.
He does not imagine what if he were to fall. This child will be parachuted, pivoted. That child will be rocketed in the sky. And he's not thinking that way, just looking for his way. And the kid is enjoying what mom doesn't do. And I'm tall, I'm on top of the world. And then the other men are throwing the kid to the skies to enjoy. There's an uncle who lived us with the head only. And so I'm seeing my mom. No, you'll injure their neck.
No way.
And we used to enjoy it. It's only uncle who does it.
He used to lift you by the head.
Yes, only.
Hey. That's evil.
Even they are manhandling kids when they were already born.
Wicked.
Now imagine now I know it was dangerous looking back, but just saying how crude. You have seen all these memes trending when it's dad time to take care of the kid. How many men have concocted?
No, it's worse when it's a dad and the son.
Yes.
They're ruthless.
A mom came home and she was recording. This was real, it was not even acting. They'd worn masks to look like ghosts. The dad and the son to look like real, very scary ghosts. And they were riding bikes. Bigger bike, dad, smaller bike, and they're following each other. They're looking like ghosts. Then dad, mom is coming home. What is it? They start look, she's getting parallel panic attack. They continue. The ghosts left.
Yeah, the moms are like,
they were having fun.
You're going to kill my son.
The son is doing the ghost. And they went into the dark. So, this to say, when you prioritize your man, he feels respected.
Okay.
He feels acknowledged. He feels valued. He feels included. He feels thought of. The most disrespecting thing is when you feel disregarded. It just feels... When you feel disregarded in her plans, and you're being told it's an afterthought, it's an after plan, it's very confusing. This does not mean micromanaging. Tell me when you're stopping by this shop. We're talking about things that affect how you are available for us. Okay? These small things, as I told you, women, if you are to report, you would sleep as they report.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that report.
Yeah.
Several times I've watched her when she's not even seeing her, I see her come from, and it will stop there, pick this, stop there, pick this, stop. I've gone and come back when she's running errands in the same market.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to get the vegetables and they have to be done, I don't know what. Milk,
Yeah.
And the only time I'm sent to pick them, I still get it wrong. I'm wondering, okay, I thought it was a straightforward business.
No.
So leave women's nitty-gritty details of their day because they're running 20 things.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's parking by the road to attend to her job. And then respond to this one.
Yeah.
I'll pick that. So we are not asking to micromanage you. It is even impossible and nobody wants it anyway.
I think it's that line between micromanaging and inclusion in our plans that we struggle with.
And let me tell you, the micromanaging is not even a factor when you know both of you are secure in each other. I just want to know I am considered as you apportion your time.
Okay.
The other way, a man will feel respected. Let me tell you, sometimes the language that men want, one we're talking about feel included, comes from, it's not just quality time. The love languages, using the word language is confusing because you think you only have to choose one. Because predominantly you should communicate in one language. I told you to call them love styles or love forms, so that because you need all of them, depending on the context.
Yes.
Don't pick one and run out there. For him, it's just quality time. It's just an act of service. So gift is not. There's a place when he has a special occasion. There's a place for gift. There's a place for touch. There's a place for words of affirmation.
Seasons.
Yes. Just carry all of them and let your bag be full of all. context, you pull the right one for the context.
Yeah.
So we will not go to the love languages. I just want you to know that when your man feels considered. The other thing is when he feels, when you uphold his dignity in his absence. There's nothing as demeaning as when you learn that she gossiped you in a derogative way with her girlfriends.
Yeah.
One guy discovered a chat between the girl and her sister, saying that, you know, the men of this home are just useless. We're just here for the money. And he called it quits.
Was it a marriage or a
Married.
dating? Oh,
We're just here for the money.
like full-blown divorce.
Yes. And she's the one who contacted, saying, this guy is overreacting, you know, I was just talking. Talking, what were you saying? What she didn't realize is it amounted to mutiny. It amounted to coup d'etat. It amounted to saying you are nobody. The other day, I saw this debate where some Kenyans were typing very inflammatory things online.
Yeah.
Around this atmosphere of, I don't know, demonstrations. People tend to take the freedom of speech too far. They forget there's a law against incitement, against publishing false information. And because they think their Twitter is, or Instagram or whatever, it's private, they can say bad things against leadership or whoever. And I realize this is the same thing we tend to think when we are married. We don't ask ourselves where the boundaries, even when she cannot hear. What am I saying about her?
Yeah.
Just like there's a law in this country against incitement, publishing false information, against inflammatory things that have not proven you're publishing them, even if you're not a big following. Any kind of publishing, the law, there are limits.
Yeah.
You have freedom of expression when you're married. You can express your feelings sometimes about some things you don't like. But let me tell you, when you cross the boundary, and it feels like when you are talking to people, because when you know I will never find out, what you are saying is usually honest. You get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
When people know you want to find out, what they're saying is usually honest. They will take that to be honest.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that guy was not acting on that one only. He had seen it elsewhere.
Yeah.
A person who is genuinely sincere, we can assume she was talking like that with the sister because they are savage, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe she does not want to appear happy to the sister who could be potentially envious.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe she's deflecting something. There can be a context. When it's a one-off,
Yeah.
it can be so bad that enough itself is enough. But sometimes you can contextualize
Yeah.
circumstances under which, although it's indecent, it could be just unwise.
Yeah. Either way, it's indecent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could just be unwise.
Yeah.
Improper, you know.
Yeah.
But this guy had seen sequence. I imagined he had sequence to know this person does not think I'm anything. They are here for their selfish reasons.
Yeah.
Do you know why men do not tolerate a person who, out there, you are demeaning me? Out there, to your mother especially. Protect your husband to your mother.
100%.
Let me tell you, don't, because you report problems, you can't make up with your husband, but does he make up with your mother? Your mother piles up, remains there. What you did to my daughter.
And then you can't also control how your mother will process that thing. Yeah.
She must talk to someone.
And sometimes it will spill out in a family meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indirectly, but he will know.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes your mother can't tell which daughter said what. You know, she may have several daughters. And all of you will reveal the things. And because she's also growing old, careful now. Careful now.
Yeah.
You know, that's saying that if you gossip with a young man, you stop crying when he dies. So if you gossip with these people who are growing old, and they're losing their coordination, they're losing their sense of shape. You know, old people become just savage. What will you do to me?
They don't care.
What will you do?
They don't care. I can't wait to get there and tell people what I think.
Start now, so that you know how to do it right. We are saying the reason men all men, sober men, cannot withstand when they know you don't internally value them, because they know when life hits, when diseases strike. One guy got a kidney problem, and his family, you know, scrambled, got around, and got somebody to donate the kidney. But they had only one problem: the wife. She was an obstacle. She was not informing them, where is he, where is this, when can they come. She just became an obstacle. No communication, switch off phone, disappear in the hospital. She's the registered one handling the sick person. All of you are brothers and sisters. But because she internally doesn't care, the brother died.
Oh no.
complication after another, gone.
Gosh.
Listen.
Yeah.
That's why wise men don't entertain that. They know if this woman is so secretly demeaning, contemptuous of me, should anything happen to me, I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm on my own. What I like about that guy is that he didn't go into meetings and family.
Thank you for bringing that up, because we have been using families to confuse ourselves. We have been allowing families to come here and start talking, and they were not there when you're suffering what you're suffering.
Yeah.
They can't change this person's character.
Yeah.
Lily, nowadays we don't get married by our families. We marry us.
Yeah.
And we should part us.
Yes.
For this reason, a man shall leave father and mother.
Yes.
And cleave. You leave first to come and cleave. Don't drag them here.
Yes.
That you see, as you report what happened to me, you're also exposing your own nakedness.
Yes.
Even if we part ways or we don't, what will you do with all much of the exposure you have done? Everybody knowing your inner business. Where will you live? That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
The person is saying what you did, you are saying, you are exposing.
Yeah.
So even if you part ways, will you ever take back the information you gave? The accusations that man gave about you in the hearing of your...
Can't take.
No, your younger sister knows. Your older cousin knows.
Your nephews, your nieces, all those people you were mentoring.
And now become successful. You know, it becomes successful. People start digging for gossip to show that you're not all that. Lily, if you're planning to be successful, have privacy as part of your rules in life.
100%. So
If you're planning on buying cars, building house, having a large life, a lot of people are not planning to have a large life. The moment you start traveling, they hear you in London. You're streaming from Chicago. Guys, this is called Mississippi. You don't say Mississippi, you say Mississippi. If you're it's not Illinois, it's Illinois. So if you're planning to educate us about the pronunciation,
I better keep my life a secret, especially romantic life. That's,
yes.
Yeah.
You see, that's where the shame is.
Oh my goodness.
That part, when you disagree with your lovers, go to professionals, because professionals have an oath of silence.
Yes.
They're paid. They're hired gun. Shoot and go. So,
Yeah.
so, can you normalize not replacing psychologists with the pastors? So it's okay. Continue with your vicar. You have a good relationship with your priest.
Yes.
There's a way they comfort you, share life.
Yes.
But when issues get to determining matters of life and death, differentiate spiritual from psychological. And when there's psychological decision making, go there, get sobriety. Not all psychologists are the same. You have to hunt to get the one who can connect with the issue.
Very true.
All right, you do some hunting.
Yes.
But once you get one whom you trust, go make a sober decision. Are there no herbs in Gilead? Jeremiah 8. Why is God asking about herbs and Gilead? Are there no physicians there? Why is your wound then not healed? God expects you to still use doctors, still use medicines. He can use miracles and he can use medicine. Sometimes why God is not performing a miracle, because you need to unlearn some things through a process.
Yes.
I will send you teachers who shall teach you according to my heart. Jeremiah 3. Many times you need teaching to unlearn some things.
Yeah.
So you may pray there, oh, I'm waiting for miracle. Wake up and learn.
It's true. The Bible says, my people die for lack of
Yes,
knowledge.
they perish for lack of knowledge.
You know, when you don't know something, that verse baffles me, because when I don't know something and I'm dying, God will not save me.
You know?
Yeah.
You say, welcome home, it's okay. You chose to come early. We do not expect you this soon. But anyway, it's okay. Gabriel, can I show this one around?
Show them the house.
Oh, you came, you guys, why are you hurrying? Here we are here for eternity. You could have finished your time. But I didn't know. Why didn't you know? We had all the information available. You are not even interested.
Right.
Proverbs chapter 2 repeated, if it costs you all you have, buy knowledge. It's a bad idea to have more higher budget for your head than your...
For your hair than your brain.
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay to spend on both. You need, but don't neglect the learning. Yeah. So let's cover on those two today. To know you're submissive.
Okay.
Include your man in your plans. Just update him out of respect.
Okay.
He feels, I've gone ABCD to do this. Sometimes you're not even asking for permission. Just updating me. I will be late a little bit than 2 p.m. than you had planned. This has come up. No problem. My salon taking longer. No problem. I get to adjust. Angel will surprise and shocks. Why there nobody? You know, And the other element is speak well of him to outsiders. He may not know today, but every now and then a bird of flight will come around.
Yes.
It is said, do not gossip the king even in your secret chamber,
Yes.
because a bird will carry it.
100%.
Sometimes you can't hide. Everybody is not on your team. More so if you prove to be happy and you fall out with some of these friends and you already told them derogative things,
Yeah.
and they show proof, they screenshot and send your wife now, your husband now, what you once said, it will haunt you. Yes.
Hey, where do I start? Talk about permission. Maybe we can wind up there. Sometimes I see some women saying, like when I'm hosting a show and I'm interviewing a lady, she'll say, I want to thank my husband for giving me permission to come for this show. So it's a thing in Christian circles, and I've never been quite sure. What is that?
Yeah, they're confusing submission with the obedience, where it's like authority, where it's like I'm your master. So you don't need permission to live your life from me. Just because I'm married, you have not become your master.
Okay.
What we do is we discuss, we agree, we see what works for us. You acknowledge me, but I don't have to lord it over you. Please give me permission to go to. Did I have anything else for you to do? Does it go against what we live for as a family? If it is what you want to do and you want to be happy, it's part of your career, and you have arranged your life, you're a grown up. You have arranged your duties today.
Yeah.
All I expected was, we just discuss what we are doing. And remember, we recommended living together so that you can discuss your days on a day to day. If you're living far apart, meet weekends then. As much as possible, meet weekends and try, then discuss your things. If it's a career that is inhibiting the marriage, divorce the career before it divorces your marriage, okay?
Right. I get it.
So we are saying we discuss our days, we have agreed values that we live for, and you also need to be happy and engaged. If there is a conflict of interest, we discuss it.
Yeah.
I'm not the one loading it over. No, I said no.
Yeah. Talk to also the woman who is in that situation where there's a man who says no.
Have this discussion today. Don't go when you're asking permission. Have this discussion. See a counselor and say, I wanted to be like an adult who has a mind to think. As much as you are the head of the family, me too, I have a head. And I don't want to appear like I'm controlled like a puppet. I submit to your authority, but I also have a space on which to make decisions on things. Once we agree on direction and values, these other things really are yours to decide. So these women who come from the place of permission, ruhusa, I've not been denied, or she had prepared to come, then in the last minute somebody said no. No, that's not healthy.
So what shall she do? Let's say she
rearrange the power dynamics of that relationship. Please remember this. If you don't know where the boundaries are, people will push you until they control you like a puppet.
Okay, so let me just give you a very practical example. She had prepared to come, and then in the last minute, he said no. What shall she do? Shall she go? Shall she stay?
Importance of the meeting vis-a-vis using that conflict to resolve all future nonsense of this kind.
Okay, just unpack that.
If the meeting was critical, I'll go.
Okay.
If it is very determinant for my future, an interview.
Yeah.
For a job I need.
Yeah.
Meeting a person of importance in our life. Something important, doctor's appointment. If it has money implications, for example. But if it's something I can cancel, but this, I'll escalate it until we solve it or part ways. Don't be made a subject.
I love that.
If I can't live my life, we have no business together. Remember, some of these women also had no life. They have allowed to be controlled like this because they had no plan for their own life. They're being financed, everything. They can't even think. They're not contributing. They're being ordered like this because they're being paid for like that.
Okay.
When you have a life that is going on, it's not, you don't even entertain being controlled like that.
Okay.
You say, can we have a gentleman's agreement where we can allow each other to be happy?
Yeah.
As long as we respect each other, what we have together, as long as we nourish our love, can we have our life? Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. That was an insightful show, how to show respect. And I pray that all of you husbands watching, that your wives have been taught, they've learned a lot, and you're going to feel more respected in future. Thank you, Benjamin. See you on the next episode. Bye.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heartmans. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal